nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Washington Commanders.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
On the game's first play, second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
Once more, Gibson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
4th down, Howell.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Howell now to throw it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
This will be caught by Brown. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing here, Howell. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Dalvin Cook.
49 yards.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
With his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
23 yards the pickup there.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 28.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Howell.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
We got that cheat code offense. We need 6 on this drive. Don't let him rest. Keep it rolling, fellas. Keep the ball moving. Let's go right now.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. How about this? They'll change it at the line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now Rodgers, off play action. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Howell.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23.
Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And now they'll shift things around. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd.
And Howell will throw it.
Working end zone, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the weight going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Cook has it left side.
Into space at the 45.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Rodgers again now.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
97 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive here. 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Dalvin Cook.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 3.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old day,
Touchdown, Washington!
Antonio Gibson,
52 yards.
and the Commanders get a bit closer.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
and frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
59 yards.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
1st down, Hal to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he goes out right around the 39.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And some space here. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Hal looking to throw again.
There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. 36 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 38 yards.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Got a man, that's Lazard. It's a gain of 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Cook.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He's going to get it again. And this time he is in.
A touchdown run there from a yard out,
as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Take it to the crib, baby. Baby, this is what you get paid for.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or
you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Howell with one final shot.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a